originally who come to plant the trees. It was always just going to be by seed, and that's how this massive area was going to be created. Initially, people didn't have an interest in really living in this kind of area where you had to subside. Now, with tourism, more and more people want to come to the area, at least to have a look into the areas of the Black Forest. And those farmers that had been farming, of course, they'd be sitting around in the winter time, not with much to do. They weren't like Philippe, who had to go out and prune all of his vines and the rest of it. But as a farmer, the cattle are inside, and they would start whittling away little figurines, and this is how the industry of the cuckoo clock was going to come about, because you had the introduction of railways, and when the railways came about, they had very plain railway clocks, so everyone had access to the time because they needed to make sure that the trains are going to be on time. So you'd have the railway clock, but that was very plain. And so what the farmers did was take this very plain railway clock face, and then they start to adorn it with the different figurines that they had been carving out, whittling out. And that's what we're going to see later on today. Of course, we're going to have a demonstration, and they're going to be a lot more eloquent in describing it to you. They're going to have props there to show you. One of the great props, of course, is going to be that of the cone. So the cone that's going to come off, that's going to be the timing mechanism. And then the reason for the cuckoo clock is because the cuckoos would make their sound as spring was about to come by. Have a look at this little place over here. The chickens in the front. You can imagine that may not have changed for a very long period of time. They've got their crucified Jesus out in the front of the property as well, so they can signify their religious beliefs. Everyone knows what they are from this place. Anyway, the cuckoo clock would come about because the cuckoo